Hey Aries, Aries, I'm back. Danny Moon here, y'all. Call me what you want as long as it's respectful. You know my intro. Um, I, I was meditating on y'all, and I got a page and a half. My Aries, what is going on out there? Please, can you tell me what's going on with the Aries out there? And I have to be honest with you. I'm just getting comfortable, y'all. I just sat down. I have to be honest with you. I'm probably going to give you a bonus because I'm just going to channel right now because so much of your energy came to me. And then I said to myself, maybe because that's what I asked for. I said, Spirit, can you bring me all of the Aries energy? And I never did that before. I never like stressed it, like bring me all of the Aries energy. And they literally opened the door and brought me all of your energy. So, with that said, I'm sure that these messages will not relate to or resonate with every single person. So, you have to listen to the end because maybe you can grab a message for yourself or somebody you know. Maybe you know another Aries and just give the rest to the universe, okay? Um, so, the disclaimers are. All the cards and all of the channeling. And yes, even when I just do channeling, I always do a little bit of cards because I'm OCD. I have to have cards in my hand, like shuffling cards as I talk to you because I'm nervous. That's just, I don't know, I'm just nervous bunny like that, okay? Um, so everything will not resonate with just one person. So don't worry about that. Just listen all the way through. Please subscribe. Please, 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 please subscribe and press like so that you know that these messages could get to the other Aries, the Aries, who don't see it. So, you know, Iana, Iana. And I don't want to give you the impression that it was doom and gloom, the channeling that I got. But I do know that there is a lot of relationship issues going on. And to be honest, Aries, the last reading that I remember that I did for y'all, I feel like it was so long ago. It was this almost the same thing about like you being emotionally unavailable, like you're not doing the emotional thing, you don't show your emotions, and your partner is like getting tired of that. I think that's the energy I got. That could be just for some Aries, maybe a lot of you, I don't really know, but I know that that was one of the messages before. So it's like we're gonna have to shake you. Me and Spirit is gonna have to shake you to get you out of that, because eventually, Aries, you're gonna want to settle down. And that was one of the messages that I wrote. That right now, what did I write? It was something like I'll tell you in 1 second. There's some Aries out there playing. Okay, there's some Aries out there playing the field, but some of you want to settle down, but you're afraid of commitment and you don't want to be locked in. Um that was one of the messages before, Aries, when last month or whenever I did your reading, that was one of the messages. So for it to be popping up again, for Spirit to be giving it to me again, all that really means is that you're not taking any action in your life, and there won't be no movement for you. So that only hurts you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a lot of you Aries come to the tarot channel to see all different tarots and to hear about like their sign and what's going on. But what is the sense of coming to these channels if you're not going to take the advice from spirit? You know, it goes hand in hand. Um if you want to email me to get a reading, you can email me at moondanny1976 at gmail.com. Moondanny, MOONDANNI 1976 at gmail.com. Okay, so let's start with what I wrote down. The first thing is funny. When I asked Spirit to bring me your energy, they showed me the Nike sign, the Nike check, and then they said, just do it. So I don't know if you can take from that, any of you Aries, like maybe y'all all like Nikes, some of you like how do you say, collectible sneakers, like you like all type of Nikes. I don't really know. Just apply it to your life sometime, at some point apply it to your life, because if that's you and you have a whole bunch of Nikes, that means this message or some of these messages are for you. Also, remember, Spirit told me just do it. So Spirit wants you to take a leap of faith somewhere. And personally, I think it's in the relationship sector where they want you to give your all. Not saying that you don't give your all, because Aries, you do, but it takes you a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, Spirit wants you to get out of your head and really just do it. Like, if you love this person or the person loves you, or even if you like a person a lot, that's how you get to know someone, by putting your shit out there and not being afraid of the consequences or what comes back. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so just do it, okay? The second thing I wrote down was wandering eyes. So I'm guessing, like, what I got off of that, what Spirit told me actually, is that somebody's out there. There's an Aries out there that is that's in something, like you're in a relationship, and your partner has wandering eyes, okay? And I feel like you know this. I feel like you know this, or maybe I should say your intuition is working. You know something's up. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know what to do, or you don't want to face it, okay? Or this could be you, Aries, and you have wandering eyes. For Spirit to tell me that if you're single, you can have wandering eyes all you want. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? But for Spirit to tell me that wandering eyes, that means you're looking at somebody while you're in a relationship, and you should not be doing that. It could be you or the person you're with, or it could be somebody that you're around, okay? Remember, energy, that's another disclaimer. Energy is fluid. So this could be the past, the present, or the future. And it could be the people around you. So, like, if something sounds familiar and it's not quite you, it could be your best friend. Your best friend could be an Aries. Who knows? Like, or maybe your best friend has Aries in their chart. You understand what I'm saying? So you just never know. Just try to take it and apply to it. If you have wandering eyes, Spirit is trying to tell me to tell you that they see you. The universe is watching you. So if you're doing someone dirty, that's not right. The third thing was, things are looking up, but you're still, things are looking up in a relationship, but you're still doubting yourself. You're still wondering, like, oh, did this person change? Are they really gonna do me right? Like, can I trust them? Um, and patience is a virtue. If things are looking up in a relationship, right? So that means things wasn't looking so great a little while ago. Maybe y'all worked on it or something like that. Whatever the case may be, if that's what I wrote down, things are looking up, but you're still doubting yourself, or you're doubting your partner. You need clarity. So Spirit is telling me, like, you came to this channel or to other tarotists to get clarity on your relationship. And Spirit is trying to tell you that your intuition is on point. Your intuition is right. Like, you have gifts. You have these same kind of gifts that I got. So Spirit is saying, use them. Okay, use them. And they're right now saying to communicate, like you're not communicating. And that's another thing with Aries, y'all. When y'all don't communicate the proper way, I should say. You do communicate, but you don't communicate the proper way. Sometimes y'all loose with the tongue, loose with the mouth. No pun intended. um what else? There's some Aries out there playing the field, but some of you want to settle down, but you're afraid of commitment and you don't want to be locked in. I just read that to you earlier. So if you don't want to be committed, you have free will. You don't have to be committed. But you can't give mixed signals either, Aries. You can't play like the girlfriend or the boyfriend and be that person, but then not have a title and not want a title, because then that other person is looking at you crazy. Okay, so I don't even think I need to expand on that. If you don't want to settle down or commit because you're afraid of commitment, or you're afraid of being locked in, or when I say locked in, you don't want to be with just one person. Plain and simple. And that's fine. But you need to communicate that. That other person that you're seeing should be on the same page as you. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair. It's not fair. This card that I pulled was release toxic relationships. And you see it has an S on the end, so it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This could be a friendship. If you have a friendship that really is not a friendship anymore, but you holding on to it because of what? History, or because you're a good person or they're a good person. I don't know. If it's toxic and if it's not serving you, release it. Especially when the moon energy, the 27th was the moon. So we still got like 3 or 4 days. The energy is still lingering. You could just write that shit down and you could burn it and send it to the universe. Okay? Release these people and things and places. If it's not serving you, why should they be in your life? You understand? Bottom of the deck, it says, like attracts like. And once again, if you're not committed and if you are attracted and you are looking at another attracted person and, if you're not committed, then go do you. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. Again, if you are in a committed relationship, you should not have wandering eyes and you shouldn't be attracting anybody else who's attractive, or nobody, whether they're ugly or attractive. You shouldn't be trying to get their number on the low. There should be no third party involved at all. So if you're doing someone dirty, or if you're trying to do something on the low behind your spouse's back, and say, if you're going to say, well, she ain't my spouse, we don't got no title, that's still wrong, because that other person thinks that you're committed to her or him. You understand what I'm saying? You have to be open and you have to communicate, Aries, with your partner. Plain and simple. Now, this card, like attracts like, also can stand for the Aries out there who want to date and they want someone in their life. If you do, you're attractive. Attract. You know what I'm saying? Attract what you like. You got to put yourself out there. Like attracts like. Just like the card says, like attracts like. You have to get out there. You can't be a hermit and be in your room and be lonely at the same time. You can't be be a hermit and be all stuck in your head but you want a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get out there and attract people. You're attractive, so you got to get out there and attract people. You're not only attractive from the eyesight and from outside. You're attractive inside. I know a lot of Aries, or a few Aries, they have really good hearts. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes spirit could be telling you, put your emotions out there, put your feelings out there, show what your heart is like, because you have a really good heart. You know what I'm saying? And don't be fearful of rejection. Don't be fearful of commitment. Don't be fearful of nothing. You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. Right now they're showing me like a blue light over the Aries, like over the collective. So you really have a good aura. You're very protected by your angels, by your loved ones who passed on. You're very, very protected. You know what I'm saying? And the universe, God, is guiding your footsteps. But it's almost like you want to go on your own path, like you don't want to be guided. Who doesn't want to be guided by God? That's just weird. I'm straight up. Okay? Live your bliss. Again, live your bliss if you single. Okay? And then if you want to get out of if you want to get out of a relationship, communicate. If you want to get out of out of a relationship, communicate. Now, if you are in a relationship that is looking up and it's looking better, get them doubts and them fears out of here, because it's just going to trickle y'all down to be in a bad relationship or a rocky relationship again, and it's probably not going to end up well. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all made up and things are looking up, and you and him, or her and him, or however it goes, who him, her and her, him and him, whatever the status of the relationship is, if you said we're going to try this, then that means you have to tell yourself that you're going to try this with your partner. And that means you can't just be like checking their phones and doubting them, and every time they go to the store you think they lying. Like Aries, you really can't do any of that if you're going to start on a new foot. Okay. The next thing I wrote is someone is about to walk away from the relationship that they're in. Contemplating mode. Someone is about to walk away from the relationship that they're in. They're in contemplating mode. So if you're contemplating, there's nothing wrong with contemplating. But once again, do not send mixed signals. Do not let your partner think that everything is all good when you're really like, I don't know if I'm gonna leave this girl or this guy or this guy or this girl. Like I was gonna say something else, but I'm trying not to curse. That's fine to be in contemplation mode, but I think you should be honest. Okay? Maybe the contemplation mode needs to be kind of not about the other person. Maybe it should be about yourself. Maybe you need to ask yourself, am I ready? Am I ready to be in this relationship again? Do I want this relationship? Sometimes when you're contemplating, it's issues within you that you got to deal with, instead of pointing a finger at the partner. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking away from whatever the partner did. Remember, these messages is for many Aries. So I'm not taking away from whatever the Aries or your partner did. I'm not taking away from that. What I'm saying is that if you're in a relationship, or you're back talking to an ex or somebody like that, but you're still having doubts, or you're in contemplation mode, sometimes you gotta work those issues out within yourself. You can't just sit back and say he or she is doing this, or you can't keep pointing a finger. Sometimes you gotta turn that finger around to you, is what I'm saying. Here we go. Let's see what comes out of here. I wrote some more stuff down. Hiding your emotions. They need you to open up before you lose them. So somebody's in a relationship, or they're talking to someone, and you must have been, this could be Aries or someone you're talking to, you must have been talking to them for a while, and Aries, you're not opening up, you're not putting your emotions on the table, you're not really saying how you feel, and the other person, your partner, your friend, whoever they are, is getting tired of it. I told you this was one of the same messages that you got before last month. So if it's the same thing, and if I was the partner, I would get tired of it too. Now I pulled the Spirit pulled the breaking free card. So this again, if you need to get out of a relationship, then you need to get out of it. You need to break free. But I tell people, don't ever burn a bridge, and always do things the right way. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody being upset. You know, just, I mean, relationships are relationships. People are going to be upset regardless, but all spirit is trying to say is walk the right path and try to do it the right way. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And then some people, honestly, some people don't need no apology. Some people don't need to be broken up in the right way, because some people are just assholes. You know what I'm saying? That you have to assess your situation. Okay, it says re-energize. This is like the Four of Swords. Spirit really wants you to take time for you, because if you can't give yourself to someone else, if because of commitment, you don't want to commit, or you don't want to be locked in, or you're contemplating whatever the issue is, you need to really step back, and you need to be in hermit mode for a little while. But while you're in hermit mode, you need to be doing the work and asking, what's up with me? You know what I'm saying? Why am I still single? You know what I'm saying? Why can't I settle down with somebody? Like, what? You got to take accountability for you and the things that you put out. And Aries, I know it feels like maybe that I'm jumping on y'all, but this is what spirit is giving me to tell you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You just got to work with the energy. Anything else, spirit? Then I wrote down, oh, today wasn't the greatest day for some Aries people out there. And I wrote a little bit more. I wrote, today wasn't the greatest day for some Aries people out there. Your mind is playing tricks on you. And then I wrote playing over and over and over again. So when I wrote this, I saw like the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is like the woe is me card, you know. And again, I don't mean to get on you, Aries, but it's like you're playing over and over like your old relationship, or you're playing over and over why it's not like how it used to be. Like you're playing over and over, and this could be a relationship, it could be a loss of a job, or it could be the dead end job that you're at. It could be anything you have to apply to your situation. But spirit is saying that you're moaning and crying of, oh my God, my cousin died, or oh my God, my grandma died, or oh my God, you know, spirit is saying you need to forge ahead. You need to pick your head up, and you need to forge ahead. If you are here coming to this channel, then you should know that you are divinely guided. And also, if you are looking at anything that has to do with tarot, that means you're in this metaphysical world a little bit. Like you believe in spirit, you believe in tarot. So if you believe in that, then you should know that death is an illusion. People don't really die. Again, just like this little tiny ass jacket I got on, this skin that we're wearing only lasts for a little while. It doesn't last forever. We are made up of energy. So when your grandma or your cousin or whoever passes away, and you are woe is me, and your life is not moving, they're still here in their energetic form, wondering why you're not moving on. I hope that made sense, y'all. I really hope that made sense, because that's just what I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting from spirit. So again, it doesn't have to be with someone who passed away. It could be with a stagnant job you're in. It could be why you don't have why you're not in a relationship. It could be that you just got out of a bad relationship, and spirit is saying like you over there sulking. You're sulking. You're being like a little kid, like like woe is me. Like spirit said, they'll give you 5 minutes of that. But when your 5 minutes is up, they want you to lift your head up, and they want you to move forward. Okay? You got things to do. You got things to do. Aries, y'all are very talented. Y'all are very talented collective. You know, y'all really good with your hands. You know, y'all are really good at certain things. So we don't need y'all in a corner crying. We need you on the right there on the ground doing work. You understand? Spirit, do you have anything else? Oh, the next thing I wrote down was if there's an Asia out there watching, a La Asia, D Asia, Asia, call Asia. knee Asia, Talasia, any type of Asia that's watching this, these messages are for you, because that's what I wrote down. You're tired of your job. You want more, but you're content, or more like stuck. So again, that was also one of the messages that Aries, that you got last month or the month before that, is that you're content. You're content where you're at. Like you're all right with just going to work, coming home, watching a movie, going on a roller coaster, taking care of kids, like, yeah, whatever your daily life is. I be bugging y'all, but whatever your daily life is, you're content. And this is how you are, stagnant, not moving. And spirit doesn't understand why you are okay with that. Spirit does not understand why you're not progressing by now. Okay, why you just thinking about going back to school, but you're not doing nothing about it. You keep saying like, I'm gonna go back to school, but you're not going back to school. You keep saying like, oh, it's time for me to be a manager. It's time for me to be a manager. It's time for me to move up, but you're not doing nothing to be a manager or to move up. It's time for me to move. I need to move. Some of y'all want to move. Y'all want to get a different apartment. Y'all want to move to a different state. But all you keep doing it for the past 2 years is talking about it. You got to be about it. You got to be about it. I don't know how to make that nicer. You got to be about it. And trust me, I'm a Libra, and we are the most, how do you say that word? Procrastinators. We procrastinate everything. So I totally understand contentment, but I know for me, there's a certain level that us Libras, or me, gets to where I say, okay, I need something else. I need something else. I need something else. It could be after 5 years though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I feel like I'll feel stuck. You know what I'm saying? So let's not do that. Aries or Libras, we don't need to do that. We need to keep moving forward to see how our lives can elevate or progress, or how we can make more money, or how we could just internally make ourselves happier. Okay. Letting go. There's a lot of relationships out there. That needs to come to an end. You know what I'm saying? You again, you're in that contemplating mode. And again, contemplating mode is just like being stagnant. It's just like being stuck. All you doing is sitting there thinking. That's what contemplating is, right? You thinking, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? But Aries, spirit is saying you've been contemplating and thinking for a very long time now. They need you to take action. Okay? Friendship. Now this, what are you telling me, spirit? Because I need to know. Because earlier, just like 5 minutes ago, when I pulled the card out and put it down, I wanted to tell you, watch out for your friends. I wanted to tell you, your friends don't need to know everything, because your friends are real judgmental. That's what I wanted to tell you. Now I'm feeling like to tell you, like, if you have a best friend that you can trust, not 1,000 of your best friends, not a group of your best friends, one best friend that you can trust. If you feel like you contemplate and you can't make a decision, talk to your best friend, talk to your cousin, talk to your family member. You know what I'm saying? I had some energy come through about family too. Like, I feel like, Aries, you going through it with your family members too, or you just tired. That's what I just saw. Like, you just tired of them. You just tired of them. You know what I'm saying? You just tired of them. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. So, take it for what it is. But spirit is saying right now, be patient, and that was one of your cards that you got. Be patient. Patience is a virtue. Remember that. Be patient. Don't give up on your family. Don't give up on your family. I can't believe I'm saying that. Don't give up on your family though. Okay? So if you have some friends or a good tribe or a good people that you can really like sit down and get their advice, then go for that. Do that. Do that. Inner knowing, your intuition. Didn't I say that earlier? Spirit is trying to say, like, they've been trying to make your intuition work. They are in your body. They're your soul. Spirit is your soul. So your intuition is working and you know what to do, but you comfortable. Decisions to be made. Decisions to make in order to move forward. So right now, that's the last thing I wrote. So right now, Spirit is saying, like, you're contemplating on a lot of different things in your life. You're saying to yourself, like, oh, should I stop smoking cigarettes? Like, I need to get healthier, I need to go to the doctor. Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I move? You know what I'm saying? Do I really want to move? Do I want a better job? Should I look for a better job? Should I drop these friends? Should I drop these people who are not serving me? Like, Spirit is saying, you saying that to yourself because that's your intuition talking to you and you not listening. But then you come to these tarot channels to get clarity, and Spirit is trying to give you clarity and you still not listening. So every time you come here, Aries, especially with my channel, your messages are going to be the same. They will not change unless you change them. And even if you tried in the smallest way to change them in the smallest way, if you took action a little bit, Spirit will guide you and move you forward. Spirit will tip their hat off to you and say, very well. But right now, no one's really doing anything. Okay, you got the 4 of Wands. Now, it's funny you got this because this is happy home, happy family, happy celebration. This could be like buying a house. Maybe someone's out there maybe about to buy a house, or maybe you just looking at a house. Come on. Spirit is saying, come on. If this is what you want, you need to embody this energy and you need to do it. Spirit, do you have anything else? See how I said the devil, attachments. Attachment, you attach to your ex. You're either attached now to alcohol, right? They're telling me alcohol. If you're drinking too much, put the bottle down. It's not going to help you. But this is anything that's toxic that you are attached to. Nothing's going to move in your life if you don't get rid of that. My phone is about to cut off, y'all. So I will be coming back to give you a bonus. But I think I gave you a lot, y'all. I gave you cards. Spirit gave you a lot of channeling, a lot of messages. So email me at moondanny1976@gmail.com. And we could go further on this, okay? 7 of Cups. This is options and choices, but it's also illusions. Spirit wants you to choose wisely, even if that's in your dating life. Choose wisely, please. And now they're telling me that has to do with a job. The Lovers. I told you, the Lovers. This has to do with a relationship. Get rid of the relationship or commit to the relationship. One or the other. That's it. I'm going to leave it there. I love you, Aries. I love you. I'll be back with a bonus.